Um, at the same time, my mom's always made comments about my body and how I looked. And, like, not nice things that that you shouldn't say to people. And I was not, like, an overweight kid is the thing. Like, I was just normal looking. I was actually pretty thin when I, like, first started my eating disorder, when things first got bad. I was definitely underweight at the beginning there for a solid 2 or 3 years, and like, to this day, like, she references how good I looked back then, and she'll just say really obnoxious, really terrible comments when it comes to essentially just me and how I look. So, and she's always done it. So I'm sure that I would have a bad body image still, and would I, have tested the waters of an eating disorder? Yeah, probably. Because a lot of it is based on my personality, like, very type A, which is a huge characteristic and like, contributing factor. A contributing factor to having an eating disorder. But would it be as bad as it is now? No, I highly doubt it. For me, a lot of my eating disorder, I think I had mentioned in a previous video, for some people it's about the binge, and they really need to be, like, numbing themselves out so they can, like, they don't have to feel anything, and binging is a really good way to do that, because you have to shut yourself off in order to put that much food in your body. For other people, it's about the purge, and that's how it is for me. Like, I just feel like I have something inside me that needs to get out, and I don't know how else to do it besides throw it up. It seems to be the most effective way. And then I think the other things that go along with trauma, feeling like you've been betrayed by your body, and feeling like you deserve the punishment that you've gotten, and because you deserve this punishment, because your body's bad, because of these things that happened, it's okay for you to abuse yourself. And what better way? I mean, bulimia is so violent. It really is. It's so abusive, and it's so violent. And when I get in a really destructive mood, I make sure that I am binging on, like, really difficult foods to purge, or it's going to be super uncomfortable or super large, like something that's extra punishing, because I feel that's what I deserve. I feel like that's what my body, it's like, it's a good punishment. Does that kind of make sense? So how much of it is my body and how much of it is the trauma? I don't even know that the two can be split. I think they might be just so intertwined. But if I had to venture a guess, I would say more of it is because of the trauma, and because of the trauma, I hate my body. Let's see. What is the next question? Next question is, I have a little paper here. How long can I do this? Yee. I don't know. How much longer can I do this? I have no idea. I've already been doing it for 15 years. Is that math correct? Yeah, 15 years. That's a lot of years. How much more do I have in me? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not that many. I already have permanent kidney damage from this bulimia shit. That's not awesome at all. That's not good. And I don't know. Do I think it'll kill me? No. But I still have a really solid case of invincibility where I don't think that anything's really going to hurt me. And um, it, I think especially because I'm not underweight, it's really easy for me to be like, oh, I'm fine. And people tell me I look good, or people tell me that I look pretty, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm fine. Um, I don't need to like quote unquote get better at all because like this is clearly working. I mean, when it's not. I mean, I know it's not. But it's a very convenient lie, and when I'm trying to just justify my behaviors, it's really convenient. So, yeah. How much longer can I do it? I don't know. I don't know when my body's going to give out, and I think that's the screwy thing with bulimia is that it really could give out at any time. There's a story in the news not all that long ago about this girl who had been binging and purging for like 3 months and died of cardiac arrest or something like that. Like her electrolytes were all off, and I was like 3 months, man. I don't know what she was doing. She had to do it all the time, and like I don't know. You know what? Everybody's body's different. I have some friends who have been bulimic for 15, 16 years, and their labs have never come back off. Their electrolytes are always fine. Like their liver functioning and their kidney functioning and everything else is always fine. Like all of their labs are perfect. It's just like the invincible bulimics. And then there's other people who start and, a few months later they're really sick or they're really dead. It really just depends on your body. And I would assume there's probably other factors too, but to actually pinpoint those, I don't know that I could. And I think there was one more question. Clearly this is not going to be a 10-minute video. This looks like it's going to be in 2 parts. Sorry about that. Let's see, what was the last one? The last one was, I can't see it because my paper's on the passenger seat. Un moment. Let's see. Oh, preferred time of day. Preferred time of day for binge. I'm big on the night binge. In fact, that was my standard operating procedure for years, especially after I moved out on my own. Go to work, come home, dick around on the internet for an hour or two, hang out, watch a show, binge and purge, go to bed. And that was like part of my nightly routine. That's what I did every night. And then I had been trying to cut back and not do it every night. In fact, I was trying this thing for a while, which was pretty successful actually. And I kind of gotten away from it in the past few weeks because there's just been a lot of, I don't know, I'm having a really hard time with my body right now, and these like body memories and stuff, and like, bulimia is like the old reliable, like you just kind of go back to it. But for a good 5 months there, I want to say 5 months, without doing the math off the top of my head, 5 months sounds right. I was doing this thing where I would, sorry, I get distracted. Every I had like challenged myself. Actually, it came from a friend of mine who had kind of challenged me like every time between binge had to be longer and longer, right? So if I went one day without binging, then the next time I could like binge and purge. And I how do I put this? If I had say purge on a Wednesday, and then I didn't do it again until Friday, then the next time I couldn't do it until Sunday, so I had to try to put 2 days in between. And then I had to try to put 3 days in between, and then 4 days, and then kind of try to get like bigger and bigger. And it was, at first it wasn't so bad because I could go, 1 or 2 days, and I get really antsy and pretty bitchy, but I could do it. And then that became easier. But then once it started to get up to like, I'm going like for a week, it didn't work so well. And I got up to, I think I got up to like 10 or 11 days the one time. And it was really cool. Like, it was really, really difficult. But I was in a pretty good place then. It was before I had switched therapists, and before the body memory thing really started happening, and I was doing pretty well. And yeah, and I think I'd gone like 11 days. And then after that, things kind of went downhill. And then I was just doing it like once, twice a week. And that was really good. Again, for me, that was really good. And that was for like 6 weeks. And then I got back to what I'm at now, which is like every other day. It's usually every other day a few times when I do it. Like tomorrow's Wednesday. I always binge on Wednesdays because it's a therapy day. So I'll probably do it when I get home from therapy, and then I'll do it when I'm at work, and then I'll probably do it when I get home from work. It'll probably be 3 times tomorrow. Maybe 2 if I really try to stretch it, but so yeah, there's that. I've been doing it a lot in the afternoons. I don't do it in the mornings. But usually around 3, 2, 3 o'clock. If that'll be the earliest I'll binge and purge, and then after that, anytime after that, it's fair game. So, preferred time, afternoon, evening. So, oh, excuse me, tired today. Hope you guys had a really nice holiday weekend, and I'll make another video soon.